Hello and welcome. The following is a tarot reading that I did for a friend of mine that has been edited. In the description, there will be a link to the original version. Please let me know which you prefer. Thank you and enjoy.
Would normally ask if you've ever had a tarot reading before.
Sheldon gave me one.
But I've never given you one?
No, sir. I've been waiting for this day, man.
Go ahead, shuffle up.
Oh, you want me to shuffle, huh?
Yeah, the way that I do it is
The energy off.
Well, you set the deck.
Right.
I just read it.
Nice.
So good to go?
Sure.
Take your non-writing hand and cut.
Snappz, baby. You know, he read me this before. Kind of set up like this, you know. Some of these cards are looking familiar.
This card's position in the center here
Okay.
represents where you're at currently.
All right.
The Nine of Cups is happiness. That's good.
This says I'm happy.
Yeah, at least currently.
Okay.
Emotionally, you're happy.
Or emotionally stable, maybe.
Maybe you just don't know what happiness looks like to you.
There you go. Maybe that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people like doing certain things and they don't want to admit it to anyone, including themselves.
I think
So-
right now, I mean, I'm content. You know what I mean? I'm doing better in life.
And I think that you're actually happy and you need to recognize that. So, this is your problem. Okay, the card below it. It's clear thinking.
I think too clearly.
Well, no.
Yeah, I guess that
no,
could be a
no.
problem.
You've got a disconnect between your heart and your brain.
Yeah.
Okay? Your brain says that it's discontented and it's trying to find some rationalizations and
For
shit like
whatever.
that for whatever, and it's not helping. You've been through these mental exercises before. You know where this goes. Trying to get somebody's perspective on a thing and just think your way through a thing, not helping.
I mean,
Okay.
I think with my heart, you know what I mean?
You do. Give your brain that relax.
What do you mean?
Okay. In the moment, you're gonna do the right thing.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to prepare.
I
It's
don't
not
need
like-
to prepare. I
it's
just need to
not-
live because
exactly.
I'm already ready.
Right.
Alright.
So use your brain to focus on things that
It's
actually
kind of
need
like
thought.
when I tell people, like, when I write my music and shit, like, it's hard for me to do it when other people are around because when other people are around, like, people in their notebooks, they're writing, they spend a lot of thought. And, like, I can genuinely do the same and spend hours and hours and maybe get a paragraph done. But truth of the matter is, if I really feel something, I don't write. I just sit there and
And make it happen.
bam, I already know what I need to say. We're kind of like the same thing.
So yeah, exactly. It's
If something comes up in life, like, I already know what's right, what's wrong.
also I know that this has happened. That you've said for sure that if this situation happens, this is how I'm going to react to it. And then you get to that fucking situation, and that is not what you did.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how prepared you were if you
Right.
don't actually do it anyway.
Okay.
So these are your past that makes it up, and it's really irrelevant because you get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't even need to cover these two
Okay.
because you
I
get
understand it.
and you
Okay.
can just stop. You're capable.
Yeah.
If you needed direction on how to or what was causing it in your recent past, you got an Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is your emotions. You had a lot of emotions. You went through the gambit of fucking emotions. You experienced them all within the last couple days.
Oh, this is for
And
last week?
that's to
This is
show
recently?
you. Yeah, this is to show you that with all of those
Right.
emotions
Yes.
running through, your brain was fucking useless, essentially,
True.
because you was just reacting.
Right.
And you were
But I knew how to
satisfied,
handle
but you were also you were satisfied with how you handled and reacted,
yeah.
so you don't have to worry so much.
What's this? Just out of curiosity.
That's the Queen of Wands, which is the master of self-knowledge, but it's also lack of faith in yourself. I think essentially is what it was pushing
Okay.
toward, and that's in the
see
distant
that.
past. You're supposed to see this as you've gotten over that.
Right. Both of them.
Right.
Okay.
This is your outlook on the world.
This one over here.
Mhm.
Prince of Cups.
You're either looking at life like there are things that you want or indulgences that you want to do, and you're not. The other way to read this is that you are looking at life like you are going a bit overboard with your indulgences, with sex, with those kinds of
I
things.
don't feel like I've been indulging. I've cut back on everything, bro. I want.
Okay, so you are cutting it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
I need,
okay.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
need
why it's
more.
immersed. One of the things
I don't have time for my indulgences right now.
Maybe you don't. If you don't indulge yourself occasionally, you will become resentful. You will not think that it's worth whatever the fuck you're doing. You're going to say it's not worth it because I'm not happy.
That's the way it's been getting lately.
Okay, so you got to give yourself indulgence.
Something.
You've got to.
Right.
Or else you're just not going to be happy with it.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you're
Because
fucking
I
doing.
mean, yeah. Because
Yeah.
truthfully, I ain't been doing drugs like that. Or I mean, I smoke weed, but goddamn, I mean, I'd love to get high. I'd love to do this. I'd love to do that. But I don't have the fucking time, means, or money. And right now, I'm so focused on Gunner and fuck me right now. I got other things to worry about.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You
Okay,
know.
so this is your environment, which is the 4 of discs, which is physical world power. The imagery on this card is that there's a castle and it has a moat. Okay, the castle can't defend itself. It needs to have the moat. It's not a weakness, it's a limitation. The difference between the two is that a weakness is something you can't overcome and a limitation is something that you can.
Right.
Knowing the difference between those things is power.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need help and it's not,
Right.
it takes a village. We're in this together regardless. Your environment is fairly sound. It's got a couple of things in it that you're looking at as weaknesses, and you need to see those as limitations that you can get help overcoming. All right. Your inner emotion is satiety. The 10s are the physical world. This is happiness. This is happiness in the physical world. I read these kind of together when I did it. So like I say, I think that emotionally you're in a good spot, and you should set some kind of marker. With you, especially with music, it's real easy for you to do that. Make something that represents how you feel right now, so that you can tune back into it.
Yeah.
So that whenever you are out of whack, you can tune back into this.
Right.
Because this is your winning emotional state.
Right.
And music is awesome because it can move our emotions.
Right.
So yeah, that's your emotional state. And your inner emotion is wanting to be happy.
So then I have potential for reward, like happiness reward. I don't mean nothing else. Not
Right, but that is always on us.
Right.
Whether or not we're happy is always
On
a
us.
matter of thought, you know.
Right.
And that's why recognizing that we are happy is so important. Because if we're chasing this figment of our fucking imagination, like, this would make
I'm
me
not
happy.
Gonna be happy unless
You'll
I get
never be happy because no matter what the fuck,
Right.
you'll have put that in your way.
Okay. So don't set those limitations.
Exactly. And recognizing when you're happy so that you know what you're actually fucking striving for. This is where you're headed without making any changes. The 7 of Swords is talking yourself out of shit. It's all the ways we talk ourselves out of shit. Perhaps you've been talking yourself out of some things here lately that you didn't need to, and where you're headed is to let go of that. The other way to read this is that you're starting to talk yourself out of shit, and if you let yourself continue to go down that path, then this is going to get worse.
Don't know what that's talking about, don't
This is your best possible outcome.
This one.
And that's strength, and it's inverted, and so it's actually suggesting to be a little less strong. Perhaps certain situations in your life would benefit if you took a little bit of a beating that other people seen. Perhaps the best outcome for you could come if some people notice you struggling.
Really?
And so just putting up a strong front and dealing isn't necessarily your best out. Coming influences. This is a virtue, which is personal strength. You're going to come to a thing where your inner strength is going to get its chance to shine. When you get there and you're handling shit, don't project that it's easier than it is. Definitely know you've got this going forward. But anybody wants to help you, let them.
Right.
And that's part of your strength.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it does, because I got some things going on right now that you kind of dinged on. I just didn't talk about it because I was waiting to see where you go.
Right, because it's much better if I don't know.
Yes, yeah, so I was just
Right.
listening.
So, your direct question that you have on your mind is sitting here too.
Direct question.
Yeah, you have a question,
I do?
apparently.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay,
Wow,
no.
what's up? Oh, I can tell you what I was going to say. Remember when I said, I'm just not talking yet. It's more of a, what I was going to say is like,
Okay, so in that situation, withdrawal, back up. There is, I don't know exactly why, but a withdrawal, a separation, is going to be hard on you. That's where you show your strength. It's going to suck because it's going to sap everything out of you for a moment. Okay, it's going to take fucking everything to create that distance. And you're going to want to talk yourself fucking out of it all the time.
yeah.
Lean into your indulgences a bit. Create that fucking distance. But maintain.
Right.
Stay strong. Does that make sense in that context?
Yeah. Huh. Okay. You're waiting for me to tell you something. ain't you?
No, I'm just any questions?
I'm thinking, I don't, not off top, man. It makes,
See,
so
that's
far I'm
the thing
understanding.
that most people don't get about me as a tarot reader is it's not that I don't care about you or your situation. It's
Right.
that I don't need the details.
You don't? Right. Yeah. No, you're hitting on 2 areas all the time. Every time. It's one of the 2 areas Yeah.
It's both.
Yeah, because it's all combined as
It
one.
is all, even if it's not appearing like it's connected.
It
It
is
definitely is.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. It is connected because one is affecting the other right now.
And this is how you deal with both.
One is affecting the other right now.
You take the same approach to both.
I mean, got baby mama issues for one. You know, there's a lot of shit
that's
going
a
on
woman
that you
thing.
don't really know what's going on right now. Baby mama's ready to probably go to jail. She's trying to pin it on people, knowing that.
That's
That's
part of
why
why you need
gunners.
to withdraw.
Yeah. Plus of everything, which is affecting my business, which I need to take a step back in because I need other people's help because I'm one man that can't do a show, just like you. I got a lot going on, pictures, videos, music,
I get
everybody.
it. I
But
get
guess
it.
what? Pay up. You know, I'm trying.
Yep.
It's a business.
Oh, and it's
But
fucking
to
right.
do that, I have to step back and let other people do things, even though I don't feel
They're
as
good.
confident
Yep.
in some of their works.
Doesn't matter.
I just need to let 'em do
Gotta get
it.
it done.
Yeah, I need to let them do it. I hear you. Yeah. And then the, baby mama, I mean, she's doing a lot of things out there right now, and she also stole my business laptop. I know she did. You know what I mean? She also stole hers too, but she still got hers for her school. Mine is definitely gone.
This is the problem. This is the problem that you can deal with.
Oh,
Quit
yeah, I
fucking
can deal
thinking about it.
No,
All right. So here's part of how we project our reality. Okay? You've noticed this. Whatever the fuck you talk about happens to a certain extent.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important what you think.
That's why I'm on this tip now with my music that I need to be rapping about and singing about playing in Vegas,
Yes.
winning money, or
But
opening
not
up
just
for
that. Not just that. All the things you want.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You
where I'm at
use
right
your
now. I
music.
thought about this already
Right,
because
you use your music
my
to make
old
it happen
album,
because you sing
everything
about what's
is hit
about
off
to
of
happen.
it. Yeah, and everything came, whether it came right
You
then.
ever see that Goosebumps episode?
I've read all the books.
Where the kid has the camera that takes a picture.
I know that
That's
one.
you do that with your music.
I've noticed that, and I've started to tell people that.
So use it.
That I am. A lot of the stuff that ain't out yet, like I've been putting stuff on there,
No,
but it's more modern related and kind of past related. It's getting that out my system. The new stuff's already come, but
And
it's,
then get ready to project it into the future.
right. That's what I'm getting at.
So quit thinking about it.
Stop teaching lessons and just rap about receiving good stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Told you I need to make a song about going to Vegas.
If we another thing that creates conflict in our life is deciding what our stance is. If I say I think this thing, I don't know it, but I think this thing, I'm gonna get a lot of opportunities to check whether or not I still believe that. Okay, I pull those things to me by being unsure. Okay,
Well, I like to, I'm that guy, whether I agree with somebody or not, I'm just going to say the opposite end, just debate, just to see about the debate. Whether I fully believe that this person, and I believe in this person, what they're saying, well, you know what, I'm just going to be smart ass one time. I'm going to kick the other end, just for the debate, because I like to see everything. You know what I mean?
and so you'll pull.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you don't do that,
Yeah.
also, whenever you're looking at people and what they're gonna do, if you don't leave any room for them to change, they never will.
That's a good comment right there. Who wrote that? Confucius.
Me,
If you don't make room for them to change.
they never will. Watch pot never boils.
Yeah.
Okay. A way that we distort reality is by focusing on it. You'll notice this all the time. You can't find something until you quit looking. Can't. No shit, right? Okay. It's the watched pot. It's as we're focused on it, nothing changes.
Right.
Because we're looking at it.
Right.
Do you have any more questions over this specific one?
No, it ran pretty good.
Happy with it? Like,
Yeah, I think it's very helpful. I mean, you didn't even have to come to books, to look shit up. You didn't have to do nothing. You weren't trying to draw information out and relate it on somebody else's, whatever, just to get information, to see what's really going on, to base it off that. I thought that, well, River, I think the river flowed pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, you knew what you was doing, you're about what you believe, it showed. I just want to thank you for giving me a rating.
Sir?
Oh, I did.